Hi YouTube. So today I have another story time, another ghost story, and as all story times that I have done or ever will do, excuse me, I'm sorry, that this one is true. So I think I mentioned before in another video that I grew up in an area that was supposed to be, that's like known around the country to be haunted. I don't know if that's true, but in my experience, I believe it. And it could be, I don't know, maybe it's just something that science hasn't been able to explain yet, but as far as I'm concerned, I believe that that area is haunted. When I was growing up, I think it was about 3 or 4 whenever our family moved into our like Victorian era farmhouse. I lived there all my life. My parents still do live there, and it was just always had a weird vibe. It always just felt creepy. And it's hard to explain how, but I think most people have had experiences like that where it's just like you just don't feel like you're alone. It feels like there's just something, out and about no matter what time of day or who else is home. So anyway, I think I was about 10 years old when this happened, and my 2 younger brothers were 8 and 4. And we were all playing hide and go seek. And my 4-year-old brother being very little, hi honey bun. My 4-year-old brother, not being a very good hider because he was 4, he only hid in the same 2 places, and it was either in the shower or it was in this like crate that we had that he put like all of his stuffed animals in. So whenever he would hide in the crate, he would take out all the stuffed animals first, get in the crate, and then put all the stuffed animals on top of him. So we knew that he only hid in those 2 areas, so we would just pretend to look in other areas before we found him, just to kind of placate him, keep him happy. So so one time we're playing hide and go seek, and I found my 8-year-old brother first, and then we go to pretend to look in other places, and then we look in the shower, which is one of his hiding spaces, and he wasn't there, so we knew he must be inside the toy crate where all of his stuffed animals were. So we go over to the crate with the stuffed animals, and I say, hey, I found you. And he doesn't get out like he usually does, so I thought that was weird. And I was like, hey, I found you. You can get out now. And he didn't get out. So I stuck my hand in the crate with all the stuffed animals, and all of a sudden something grabbed me. It felt like... I'm getting chills. It felt like a person with kind of like a leather glove on their hand. That's what it felt like, and it grabbed me really hard and pulled me really, really hard, and it was so terrifying. Like, even my heart is like racing right now, even just remembering it. And of course, I yelped and I pulled back, and my 8-year-old brother was standing there, and he thought I was playing a trick on him, and he got annoyed. And he was like, don't try to scare me. And he goes, he calls out to my younger brother again. He was like, come on, get out. We found you. And he stuck his hand in the crate. And all of a sudden I saw him, he pulled violently inwards towards the crate. And it seemed like he was pulled so far. It was like for the size of the crate, it just didn't make sense how far he went. It was like he must have been pulled into... God, it sounds so crazy saying this, but this is honest to God, no lie, no embellishments, no exaggeration. But it was like he was pulled through the floor a little bit. You know what I mean? Like pulled through, I don't know, like a different dimension, a portal. I don't know. But so much of him was pulled into that crate, it just didn't make sense, and I was terrified. I grabbed a hold of his shirt and pulled him back, and whenever he came out, we just both looked at each other like, what the hell just happened? And we were just terrified, and we had jumped back. At the time that we jumped back, my little brother, the 4-year-old, came into the room from the door behind us, and was like, why are you guys yelling? We scared him. So it was just like, there was no way that it could have been him inside of the crate, and then he like came out, somehow went past us and came through the door, and it was just, we were just terrified, and we were just trying to explain it to him, but he was like, you guys are always playing tricks on me. So he didn't believe it. Even like now that we're all adults, I brought it up again, and he was like, no, I'm not buying it. I know you're trying to trick me. And I'm like, no, it happened. We would not be still lying about that now that we're all in our 20s, you know? But, yeah, that was so crazy. So we emptied out all of the stuffed animals out of the crate, and of course there was like nothing in there, and it looked completely normal, but you know, we just stayed away from that room. We just like stayed away, and then just like when we would play hide and go seek after that, we didn't even look in the crate. Like, he can just win. If that's where he's gonna hide, like, he can just win. Oh, it gives me chills still thinking about it, because I mean, it just doesn't make sense. I know it doesn't make sense. I know, like, to a lot of people I would sound like maybe I'm not mentally stable by sharing this story, you know, but I just don't have another explanation, you know. And like I said, you know, I'm open-minded, you know, like, if somebody can come up with a good explanation for me, I would totally be open to that, you know. I just haven't found an answer yet. You know, some things are just not, you just can't yet be explained with science yet. You know, we just haven't gotten there yet. But anyway, I will have more stories. If you like listening to my stories, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.